How can you make a girl you're interested in think about you non-stop? How can you make her so obsessed with you that she can't get you off of her mind? Well, it's actually quite easy. All you have to do is follow the 4 simple steps I'm about to show you in this video. These 4 steps will practically force that girl you like to think about you all the time, even if she's not into you right now. So keep watching the video and you'll find out exactly what these 4 steps are. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I am going to be your personal wing girl. Every week, I'm gonna give you insider information about what women really want versus what they say they want. Plus, I'm also gonna give you the most effective ways to win over any girl that you like. So hit that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. All right, first of all, let me give you the big picture overview of what we're going to discuss. You see, in order to get a girl obsessed with you, you need 4 main ingredients. First is interest. You've got to make sure the girl is fully interested in you, because if she isn't, there's no way she's going to spend time thinking about you. So she has to be interested in you. Step 1 will show you one of the easiest ways to get her fully interested in you. Second, chemistry. You've got to make sure there's sexual chemistry between you two, or else, even if you cross her mind at times, she'll only think of you as a friend or an acquaintance, and she'll definitely not obsess over you. Step 2 will show you the surefire way to create sexual chemistry. The third ingredient is mystery. Super important. If a girl has you all figured out, if she knows everything about you, there's nothing to think about. That's why you need to create that sense of mystery. Step 3 will show you the right way to create mystery. Most men usually do this wrong. And the last ingredient is scarcity. We desire and value things more when it's scarce or limited. And of course, this goes without saying, the more a girl values you, the more she's likely to think about you. Step 4 will help you position yourself as a scarce entity, so you will increase your value in her eyes and make her think about you all the time. Okay, now that the big picture is out of the way, let's dive into the 4 steps. Step number 1, using the power of presence. One of the simplest ways to get a girl fully interested in you is to use the power of presence. So let me explain. You see, one thing all women want more than almost anything else is to feel like she's special. It's a feeling that we crave. That's why when a man can make us feel special, we can't help but become more interested in him. And unfortunately, most guys are unable to make girls feel this way because they try to make a girl feel special by simply telling her that she's special to him. And that doesn't work. Women are skeptical about such words. I mean, you could be saying that to every other woman that you meet. If you really want to make a girl feel special around you, you've got to show her that she's special. And the way to show her that is by being fully present in an interaction and giving her your undivided attention. Listen to her instead of thinking about what to say next. Not occasionally, to show you're paying attention. Ask questions about things she's talking about or that she's interested in, and most importantly, make eye contact. Look at her like she's the only person in the room. These little things make us feel like we're important to you, that we're special to you. Once you make us feel that way, you're gonna get us interested. And like I mentioned before, getting us fully interested in you is the first requirement for making us think about you nonstop. All right, moving on. Step 2, flirt during conversations. The surefire way to create sexual chemistry, which is the second ingredient that's required to make a girl obsess over you, is to flirt during conversations. So many guys mess this up. Most guys who approach girls tend to talk like a friend would. They're nice and they're polite, they compliment us, they ask us lots of interview style questions, and they just maintain that nice and friendly vibe. The problem is, although this might get us to like them as a person, even get us a little bit interested in them, but it doesn't get any of us to see them as a sexual option because there's no sexual vibe or chemistry. It's safe. And without sexual chemistry, there's no way a girl is going to obsess over you. Oh, I can't wait to see that super nice guy. Like, that just doesn't happen. We women do not obsess over men who we don't like in a sexual way. That's why you need to create sexual chemistry with that girl you like. You create that chemistry by flirting during almost every conversation you have with her. Tease her, touch her, give her silly nicknames, maintain eye contact, use some sexual innuendo, accuse her of trying to seduce you. There are so many ways you could go about flirting. Once you start flirting with her, you'll create sexual chemistry between you two. She'll start to see you as a sexual option, and you'll have taken a huge leap towards getting her obsessed with you. So don't ever miss this step while interacting with girls you like, because then you won't get anything. In case you're not that confident about your flirting skills and you want to get better at it, watch this video till the end and I'm going to give you an amazing resource that'll take your flirting game to a level 10 almost overnight, even if you suck at it right now. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Step 3, create info gaps. Like I already mentioned in the beginning, if a girl has you all figured out, if she knows everything about you, there's nothing to think about. That's why you need to create a sense of mystery. If a woman finds you mysterious, it's only natural she'll spend time thinking about you to try and figure you out. However, most guys misunderstand this concept completely. They think being mysterious means never telling her anything about you or avoiding all of her questions or keeping a tight lip on any of your past. See, that doesn't make you mysterious, that just makes you weird and shady. The right way to create mystery is to use something I call info gaps. So let me explain. When you're talking to a girl, don't give her the full story. Give her some information, but not all of it. So create a gap of sorts. An easy way to do this is to answer some of her questions directly, but with others, playfully hold back or reveal the answer. For example, let's say you've been answering a girl's questions directly for some time, and then she asks, so what are you passionate about? And you could tell her that it's baseball or painting or traveling or any other passion that you have, but that wouldn't build mystery. Instead, what if you created an info gap? What if you said something like, you know, I'm passionate about quite a few things and I'd love to tell you, but that's more like a third date conversation. By then, I'd know if you could handle my answer. In this case, you're revealing that you're passionate about some things, but you're not telling her what exactly those things are just yet. If you do this with a fun, playful grin, I guarantee it'll make you appear more mysterious and fascinating in her eyes. And then you might even tell her right after it. You can even create info gaps when you're telling stories. Let's say you're telling her about the best vacation that you've ever been on. And as you tell her the story, you could sprinkle in some info gaps by adding cliffhanger type sentences like, everything was already going great, but that last day took things to a whole new level of fun. In this case, you're hinting at the fact that something big happened in the last day, but you're not revealing exactly what it was. The girl is bound to ask, what happened? Tell me what happened. And then you could reply with, nah, never mind, it's kind of personal, with a playful, fun smirk on your face. See how easy this is? It's just fun. Implanting these seeds of mystery by using info gaps is a great way to let her mind start thinking about her. Implanting these seeds of mystery by using info gaps is a great way to let her mind start thinking about you. So just remember 2 things while using this tactic. First, do not overdo this. Create info gaps sparingly or it can get really annoying. Second, when you're creating these info gaps, don't use those cheesy lines like, I tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I mean, it's super cheesy. Most girls have heard that stuff a million times, so it doesn't work anymore. Finally, let's move on to the last step. Step number 4, limit your interactions. This is where you add that final ingredient into the mix. Scarcity. As I mentioned in the beginning, scarcity or limited availability makes people value you more. And naturally, the more a woman values you, the more she's likely to think about you. Not only that, when you're less available to her, you're actually giving her the time she needs to think about you, the space to think about you, for her to wonder what you're up to, who you're with. Without this time, then she can't really think about you. She can't think what's he up to because she knows what you're up to. That's why you should limit the interactions you have with her and make yourself less available or scarce. Don't reply to her texts all the time. Don't call her too often. Don't agree to see her every time she wants to see you. Now, obviously, you don't have to do these things just for the sake of being scarce, and I wouldn't not respond to her after a very long period of time. What I'm suggesting is you actually get busy in your own life. You have other things going on. Hang out with your friends and your family. Indulge in your passions and hobbies. Work on stuff you need to work on. Basically, prioritize your life over the girl. You'll naturally find yourself limiting the interactions you have with her so that you don't have to fake it. You don't have to consciously worry about how often you're texting her, calling her, or seeing her. And as you limit your interactions, you'll see that the girl will become more obsessed with you. She'll start to think about you all the time. She'll crave being around you. She'll even start to call you and text you more often. Basically, at this point, she'll be hooked on you. And that's how you accomplish this mission. That's how you get a girl to think about you obsessively. You get her fully interested with step 1, build sexual chemistry with step 2, create a sense of mystery with step 3, and finally, add scarcity into the mix and seal the deal with step number 4, and that's it. Now, as I promised, while discussing step 2, I have something special for you in case you want to level up your flirting game and take it to that level 10 overnight. You see, I've a science-backed plug-and-play formula that guys can use to flirt with any girl, anytime, anywhere, without hesitation, even if he has sucked at flirting for his entire life. Right now, I want to show you that amazing formula and what it's all about. All you have to do is click on the link on your screen or the link in the description, and you'll be led to a brief video where I reveal everything about this flirting formula. Not only is this formula powered by scientific research and 10 years of testing, but over 15,000 men just like you, are using this amazing formula to attract girls they couldn't even dream of regularly. It just plain works, no matter how bad you are at flirting right now. And it's so easy to use, you just have to plug and play, just blindly follow it, and you'll instantly see astonishing results. So click the link on the screen and check it out right now, and I am sure you're gonna find it extremely useful and super easy to use. I'll see you next week.